Good morning, dear viewer. Let's have a short look at the markets. So let's start with Btc.D, go over BTC, DXY, ETH, and Nasdaq. I think let's start with DXY maybe. Maybe I should delete these drawings here. I was trying to record this before, but got interrupted a little bit. So let's start afresh. Okay, let's go on the daily. So like I said before, you can check my previous videos. I said this zone here, so this zone where there was first was resistance, then turned into support, then broken through, tested as resistance again, and then back tested one more time. Now gave us a rejection, and where I expect this rejection to go to is at least here, 100, and perhaps even deeper to here. To take out this liquidity and test this prior support zone as again as support, and then go back up. Let's see if this was prior support resistance before. Yeah, you could see these highs here. They were formerly resistance, and then again here resistance, and then turned into support here, went up, and now we could go back down to test this as support as well. So what I expect, if we delete all of this nonsense, is what I fully expect is this DXY to continue its way down to here, and then give us some kind of a correction up. And that would, for me, mean we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Then we need 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, and then we should go for the next bunch of 5 waves down. What does this mean to BTC? So let's go over to BTC. For BTC on the daily time frame, like I said many times before, I would only treat this as an impulse up if we get 1, 2, 3, clearly break through, consolidate somewhere here, get one more wave up, and then we correct. So we need to tap at least this area here, which was resistance, did not turn into support, was back tested as resistance. Then we went up again. Then we back tested it as support. Then we went up, deviated again over this high. Then this was a place of consolidation. And now if we go with this first wave before bigger correction, if we go test this level, that for me would be just our A or 1. But until I get this, I expect that here, this rectangle here is resistance for the price. So we could, from any part here, any level here, we could just drop. And there's 2 scenarios. It's either a drop for a new low or just a correction before the next wave up to around about 40,000. Maybe we can even go higher. It depends. At the moment it's very hard to tell, very early. But for me, most important part is this resistance, and I would say somewhere around about here we have support. Everything else, all of this here is void. This is like no liquidity here. So if the price drops, I fully expect it to go to here. So this was a former area of resistance, 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 then support, backtest of support with a slight deviation and going up again. So I would expect that this 22,000 level could be tested. That would give us a nice drop of round about, let's say we correct from here. Yeah, that's almost exactly, if we go to around about 32,000, then that's a drop to the golden pocket. That would make perfect sense. Um, so that's BTC. BTC.D, no change. So I said, this diagonal, we should say, yeah, it's a little bit lean, so I should say diagonal, is resistance, and I fully expect that all of this gets taken out sooner or later. I did not expect such a big deviation over diagonal, but it happened. Okay, and there's two scenarios, like I mentioned here. It's either if the BTC dominance drops, it's either we are going into stables, so that means a drop on BTC, or second scenario is alt pump, and I think the latter is happening at the moment. So if I look at the alts today, they're correcting, but there were quite significant gains in some of the alts, like CELO, for example. I think CELO did around about 25% in what, 1 or 2 days. I can't remember how many days, but there were some significant gains on alts. So that was BTC.D. Now ETH for me, again, this is fairly clear. Again, I have to clean it up. And this is what a little bit worries me at the moment, is this looks like an ABC to here, yeah, to test these lows. Sorry, this one here. So until it breaks through, consolidates and gets one more wave up to maybe take out this high, then for me this is an A, B. So this is just a corrective move. And this does not play well with BTC at the moment. That's the issue I'm having. This looks like a corrective move unless we get this part here. And BTC just looks like it's building just the first wave up. This looks like an A here. So it's kind of weird. It's a little bit fishy. I don't know how to interpret this. Yeah. But I'll be watching this drop here. If we go straight through and let's say we do this, and then go straight through to here, then this is a big warning sign. And then we start consolidating here. Then we probably want to do a bigger impulse. But until then, I think BTC is pretty safe. At least for after the correction, at least for a new leg up to around about 42,000 maybe. There's a ton of liquidity trapped here. I can expect. There will be people taking or evacuating their underwater positions like crazy in here because they got all trapped in here. Nasdaq. That was how do you call it? Let's go back again. They call it what is it? Suckers rally, I think they call it. This one, yeah. So everybody expected, okay, yeah, we got a big move up here, then a little bit of a drop. This is a little bit worrying, but then we got the next how to say this? The next dynamic move up, and oh, this is just a correction. We will buy here. Price is moving up, everything is fine, and then they get trapped, and they're still waiting with their underwater positions in these levels. So that means this will be a place to short from for sure. Okay, Nasdaq. Nasdaq, for me, it looks very good. It looks very good. Let's get rid of these old ones. So at the moment, no change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What will convince me that it's a nice move up in our at least A or maybe 1, then we take out this high with this 5-wave move up. If we take out this high, then I expect a bigger correction, like so. This is the one to buy for the next leg up. I would want this correction to be at least 38%. So let's say tap this, and then let's go for, we don't need this. Let's go for 38% or 50%. Will be somewhere, yeah, perfect, perfect. So let's get rid of this as well. So I would expect that we finish the correction somewhere around about here. That would be, let's say, starting May, we could start correcting. Yes, sell in May go away. The correction probably would take a little bit longer. Oh, come on. So correction is normally longer than the impulse. So we could chop around here for longer. And then August, September, October, we could go up for the next leg. And this leg, I would expect at least to, if we take out these highs, yeah, that's the crucial part. It could go, and let's say we correct around about 50%. It could go take out these highs here. As a minimum, yeah, as a minimum, it would take out these highs, and then a possible double top. If we go up to here, then from the weekly time frame, or let's stay with the daily. So if we imagine, come on, if we imagine that we went up to round about these highs, so boom, 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 and this looks like a double top on the weekly time frame, yeah, and then that means next year, boom, we could easily go down for the next wave. Would make perfect sense to me, at least, because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would make perfect sense. Let's see. That's all we've got for today. So, oh, maybe one more thing on the BTC. So BTC lower time frames. BTC lower time frames. What I'm thinking and where I'm positioned at the moment. I'm positioned below this wick here. I'm thinking this is our A, B, C, correct to here, last leg up. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. And then probably chop around here for a longer time. Yeah, everybody is thinking that maybe it's going up quite significantly. I don't know, you know, I would not think so, to be honest. Maybe some chop around here, then Btc.D still dropping to take out all of this, and then maybe we get a drop. Yeah, that would make perfect sense to me. So we get to round about maybe 32, 33,000, and then we get the drop. That would make perfect sense. Okie dokes. So like I said, at the moment I'm waiting for this liquidity to be taken out. So let's get rid of this. All of these drawings, they need to be gone. And at the moment, what I'm thinking is we still get one last leg down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know, for me, it's like, why did we go so far if we don't want to take out this one? So somewhere around about here. That would be very weird if we don't take this one out. So I'm waiting for these stop losses to be triggered. Then all of these orders that are waiting here are filled. And then we can go for the last, at least for, let's not mention that it's the last leg up, but at least for some leg up, for one leg up. That would make perfect sense to me. Okie dokes. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining, and have a very good day.